We've settled ourselves in on the sunny side of the hut. There's the smell of tar, of summer, and of sweaty feet. Cat sits beside me. He likes to talk. Today we've done an hour's saluting drill because Jaden failed to salute a major smartly enough. Cat can't get it out of his head. You take it from me. We're losing the war because we can salute too well, he says. Crop stalks up with his breeches rolled up and his feet bare. He lays out his washed socks to dry on the grass. Cat turns his eyes to heaven, lets off a mighty fart, and says meditatively, "Every little bean must be heard as well as seen." The two begin to argue. At the same time, they lay a bottle of beer on the result of an air fight that's going on above us. Kaczynski won't budge from the opinion which, as an old front hog, he rhymes. Give him all the same grub and all the same pay, and the war would be over and done in a day. The two begin to argue. At the same time, they lay a bottle of beer on the result of an air fight that's going on above us. Kaczynski won't budge from the opinion, which was of an old front hog. He rhymes. Give him all the same grub and all the same pay, and the war would be over and done in a day. Crop, on the other hand, is a thinker. He proposes that a declaration of war should be a kind of popular festival, with entrance tickets and bands, like a bullfight. Then, in the arena, the ministers and the generals of the two countries, dressed in bathing drawers and armed with clubs, can have it out among themselves. Whoever survives, his country wins. That would be much simpler and much more just than this arrangement, where the wrong people do the fighting. The subject is dropped. Then the conversation turns to drill. Meanwhile, the German airplane has been shot down. Like a comet, it bursts into a streamer of smoke and falls headlong. Krop has lost the bottle of beer. Disgruntled, he counts out the money from his wallet. Surely Himmeltoss was a very different fellow as a postman, say I, after Albert's disappointment has subsided. Then how does it come that he's such a bully as a drill sergeant? The question revives Krop, more particularly as he hears there's no more beer in the canteen. It's not only Himmeltoss. There's lots of them. As sure as they get a stripe or a star, they become different men, just as though they'd swallowed concrete. That's the uniform, I suggest. Roughly speaking, it is, says Cat, and prepares for a long speech. But the root of the matter lies somewhere. For instance, if you train a dog to eat potatoes and then afterwards put a piece of meat in front of him, he'll snap at it. It's his nature. And if you give a man a little bit of authority, he behaves just the same way. He snaps at it too. The things are precisely the same. In himself, man is essentially a beast. Only he butters it over like a slice of bread with a little decorum. The army is based on that. One man must always have power over the other. The mischief is merely that each one has much too much power. A non-com can torment a private, a lieutenant a non-com, a captain a lieutenant, until he goes mad. And because they know they can, they all soon acquire the habit, more or less. Take a simple case. We're marching back from the parade ground, dog-tired. Then comes the order to sing. We sing spiritlessly, for it's all we can do to trudge along with our rifles. At once the company is turned about and has to do another hour's drill as punishment. On the march back, the order to sing is given again, and once more, we start. Now what's the use of all that? It's simply that the company's commander head has been turned by having so much power, and nobody blames him. On the contrary, he's praised for being strict. That, of course, is only a trifling instance, but it also holds you in a very different affair. Now I ask you, let a man be whatever you like in peacetime. What occupation is there in which he can behave like that without getting a crack on the nose? He can only do that in the army. It goes to the heads of all of them, you see. And the more insignificant a man has been in civil life, the worse it takes him. Hi, I'm Henry. Welcome back to Technopoverty. I was reading from All Quiet on the Western Front by Erich Remarque, a 1929 novel about World War I, in which Paul, our 19-year-old protagonist, was volunteered into the front lines by his teachers. He felt compelled by those he trusted in positions of social authority, along with all his classmates, to enlist in World War I, and then immediately discovered what a lie everything was. We can salute too well echoes today in the current administration. Yes, Ja, that is correct. For those who don't know, Technopoverty is where we bounce books off of video games off of books, chat and play some stuff together, and see what we think about here in the chat. We come in every Monday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. CST, sometimes with a co-host. My regular friend Jacob has been a bit busy and unavailable, but we will resume with that kind of stuff down the line. We did also just watch Paths of Glory on the Discord this past weekend, which reminded me of the concept of shell shock, something I just want to make sure conscript's going here, something I have yet to really talk about in the context of World War I, considering we've been playing conscript and going into World War I after quite an interesting look at The Iron Dream, a World War II alt history novel. Let's fire up Conscript. Let's fire up Conscript and talk about what's been going on in All Quiet on the Western Front. I'm going to hit continue. Last we left off, I was searching for my brother. I had just faced a second wave of human opponents. Let's catch back up with the game. But yeah, Ja, the We Can Salute You Well. There's so many sentiments in this book. I expressed this last time that for 1929, it's refreshing to hear sane people from 100 years ago. Again, we're dispelling notions of like a romantic past or history or postmodern nebulous conception of history as a romantic cinematic thing. What am I doing here? I just got the key to go to the road to the south, is what I remember. Let's investigate the box, see what other key items there are, see if I have any health items. Well, howdy, partner. A Middle West to worry about? Why, yes. It's a bit too quiet there, you see. Again, so All Quiet on the Western Front as like a cultural platitude, I think is overused to just mean everything's quiet, or at least that's been my perception of it as I've seen it been used by other people. And that is so distant from, again, the more, I guess, Generation Kill style hurry up and wait mentality it is implying. It's all quiet on the Western Front, but something's coming to kill you. You're going to be, if not damaged by the shells, destroyed by the war. The opening little title to the book is just straight up, again, this book's dedicated to the men who, even if they survived the war, were forever damaged by it. Ja, when you say 1/4 through the reading, you mean you're like quarter through the book? Because I think on chapter 6 right now. Let me just catch back up. So after our last session, in which our friends had to witness their friend die because of an amputation gone bad, they get news that they're going to the front line. They have to go to the front line and lay barbed wire. I already spent all my stuff. Let's get back out into the front line here. Okay. And we just get a bit of a primer on a character named Kaczynski, who's kind of the admirable one the whole squad looks up to. He's the most kind of charismatic of the boys, I suppose. Remember, these are all 18, 19-year-old boys. Some new 18-year-olds come in, and they're considered such young, fresh fish by comparison to the jaded cynicism of our boys who've just been through bombardments. Yes. Did that give me anything? Anyways, besides getting a feel for Oh, I'm so gonna die, aren't I? That's what I was trying to check my my health book for. Whoa! Looks like I need an amputation as well. I drank all the ointments too, so it's gonna have to be... Whoa! Do I even have any healing items is the question. No, I don't. I may have just botched this start, gang. Yeah, that's what I thought. I did drink all of those before. Okay, I'm actually gonna load the game. Chapter 6 is over halfway, the last chapter is short. Okay. Actually, I can just pull out the bookmark and see where I am now. No, I'm on 5, so page 75. But yeah, this is something I found both kind of radical, fun, and subversive and surprising in how old this book is. So they're going to go to the front lines, and they decide they're going to jump one of their superior officers who's been giving them shit, because they're like, hey, why not? We're going out anyways. This guy, he found 2 of the boys who were bedwetters. You know, they've been shell-shocked, they're scared. They're all fucked up. And as punishment, he stations them in the same bunk and makes one sleep above the other and wants them to rotate out every day so that they're just pissing on each other is what he's trying to get them to do. But the boys decide to, you know, one of them each night will just sleep on the floor in kind. I guess really I just gotta remember to actually whack those rats before they get me. And there isn't really anything I need to pick up because I felt the corners were pretty well licked, so I'll just fast travel with that guy. But anyways, they get a bed cover, like a sheet, and they wait till the guy's drunk and walking home alone, and they jump him in the woods, beat the shit out of him, and they get away with it. They explicitly, in the text, narrator tells you, like, we never got caught for this. And it really reaffirms, again, the sense of camaraderie generationally that's going on here. That seems to be a big thing with the novel, is like recognizing their elders were wrong, and that like a lot of romantic notions they had about warfare and violence and masculinity are just not correct. It's curious because there's definitely like a very human, empathetic slant to what Remarque is doing. Like, Remarque himself is clearly like a caring human being, but you can see how with just a little less empathy and a bit more cynicism and maybe bitterness, a National Socialist like Adolf Hitler could come out of what happened to them. And you see how World War I can create that kind of guy. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, well, howdy. Let's see. Tangentially related, but the game reversed 1999. There was a recent chapter where the MCs find themselves in an alt timeline where World War I continued for 2 more years. Oh, that is cool, Howdy. Can you link me? Ooh. Oh, yeah. Flashback chapter. Sorry, gang. The projector's being a little annoying. I'm going to tweak it really quick. I'm actually going to throw up the bumper screen. I'll be right back, and we'll get back to our little flashback sequence. All right, I'm back. Something. Sorry, I took a chug of water and it went down the wrong pipe. While my throat's dealing with that, let's get through this flashback chapter, and then we'll talk a bit about something. The bit I read at the start of stream really made me click, really clicked for me about World War I never really considered before. I'll get that to a moment. Oh, there's the watch. There's the medal. Howdy, have you been gifted a Twitch sub? Because if you have a Twitch sub, you should have access as well. If not, I can just send you a whisper as well. But yeah, so I've seen Paths of Glory, which we screened this weekend. I'll talk about that in a moment. Let's just dig the atmosphere of this for a moment. Our grandfather's old sword and rifle. Stack of cookbooks. Where it came from. The family. Oh shit. Oh well, how do you have it now? So I will whisper you a link to the Discord and you can enjoy movies with us. Another movie we watched a few weeks back that I'm realizing is very applicable here in this context is Come and See. More on that after I return to the battlefield. I love that the graphics are abstracted enough to where for a bit there I had a question if I was fighting like zombies, because video game genre demands like you want the dudes you're fighting to be inhuman. Cool, got the backdoor key. But I've just come to terms with the fact that I'm fighting people in this game, and that's really cool and effective, I think. I think there's a great fog of war effect going on with the presentation of enemies in this game. Because you're just a dude going back and forth in the trenches looking for your brother while having to fend off dudes who come in assaulting you. And you're just like in this dirty trench wrestling game with other people. But like there's all grunting and fighting. You're not sure if they're animals or not. There is a lot of that self-animalism reference stuff going on in All Quiet on the Western Front, which after they jump their commanding officer and get that steam off next chapter, they have to go to the front lines. It sucks. I do find it interesting that Paul says they instantly become animals when they get to the front line, and it's a terrifying chapter. They have to lay out barbed wire while being bombarded. I'm only really drawing the connection now between the bedwetter and Paul encounters a guy who shits himself because of the bombardment, just the shock of battle. And in such an empathetic and human way, he doesn't like, I don't know, in a post-industrial TV society, like that would be a joke or something to laugh at. But like Paul so earnestly is just like, hey, you can get back there, take your pants off, wash down. It happens out here. Like the war is fucking with us in this way. It is such a great moment of just humility and empathy that the novel conveys amidst this very hellish scenery. Like one of the things that gets commented on is they can hear the horses dying and they're making shrieks that no human makes. Just intense shit. All right, let's talk to our mother now that we've talked enough about Adam Friedland in World War I. Go get tools from the shack. like, there is such an honesty about the failures of the body, in the sense that, like, we're talking about dudes wet in the bed, dudes who are just going to be forever without their feet. Like, there's a very direct confrontation with mortality in the fact that we're seeing people torn apart by new technology, and they know what, like, a fucked up ligament looks like. Like, oh yeah, they're not gonna be able to repair that. It's become so routine, but, like, by matter of it being just the atmosphere they're breathing in, they've become so hardened to this whole system. Cool. Gardening tools for Mom. Yeah, one piece of foreshadowing, the command to put out your smokes before the front line, and he bumps into another soldier carrying wire. We're gonna explore this garden a bit. But I really appreciate how this game's objectives have been relatively, like, find your brother, your parents' mementos, survive the onslaught of battle. It's not, we've been playing Call of Duty, clear up these fallen trees one day. I mean, not Call of Duty. We've been playing Medal of Honor, which is very much like, do objectives X, Y, and Z, and you personally as a hero will win the war. And this is not interested in any type of objective Pavlovian bullshit in that manner. It's Resident Evil loops. There's something Castlevania 2 to this DNA, but I'll say more on that after talking with Mom. But that whole, there is no overarching win the war objective, it's more like survive and figure out what your immediate connections are still doing, is very much what All Quiet on the Western Front's interested in, with its very empathetic to protagonist, oh shit. But that mode of just no macro objective being clear, intentionally so, it creates an uncertainty, a confusion, a fear. It's very much the same device Come and See is using as we follow that boy through his horrific trials in World War II. There's a bridge. Oh no, Pierre, not your hands. Have I killed my brother? I'm still doubting, even though it seems like important NPCs you can't accidentally kill. There was a dude I killed who looked shockingly like he was mustached in the same way as my brother. Part of the uncertainty, the come and see-ness of it, I think, is it compounds with the sense of, like, oh, I'm actually fighting, like, real people. I'm killing people. It makes the whole thing much more horrifying and much more stressful. And I think that's good. I think that's very representative of World War I as a chaotic conflict without actual point. Oh? Okay, cool. He's nervous about his performance. He's quite the drawer. Very scared about what happened to my brother. Anyways, all this existential dread, all this uncertainty, all this I'm saying, it does get across a sense of shell shock or PTSD. the horror of self-deception. You know, I'm going into the basement in my memories and dusting off old memories about my brother. I fear my brother isn't really out there and we're in some sort of Jacob's Ladder situation. I found it tough to play a game with a dog in wartime. Valiant Hearts, The Great War. That's the 2D side-scroller one, right? I was considering that one as well, Ja. I might play it down the line, but this one was a bit more my priority based on just presentation and style. And yeah, honestly, I see a dog and like I can stomach if something bad happens to the dog, but I do often think it's leaning a bit too much into easy like sympathy territory to do stuff like that. Also, again, I feel this is just falling in line really well with both All Quiet on the Western Front, Come and See, and Paths of Glory. All right, let's go to bed. But the part I read about the army being the only place where you could be a pedantic little order bitch and demand people to do things absurdly specifically and be rewarded for it because you're seen as like a strict disciplinarian and civilian life never offering that. I mean, why do people sign up to be ICE agents, you know? But the thing is, I'm saying that after 100 years of pop culture depictions of authoritarian cops, etc., especially with the internet, movies, cyberpunk culture, etc. But World War I was kind of the start of that. I often think about this with like Darth Vader and Hitler. Like Hitler was the first Saturday morning cartoon villain, and we think about Hitler as silly now, but consider how many like Saturday morning cartoon villains you've been exposed to, and like how much you liken, you know, Hitler to Darth Vader and such. You've been primed to kind of accept or not. You're not as shocked by the novelty of Adolf Hitler because you see how the culture is kind of compensated for existing past that. The cruelness of the chain of command, the cruelty that the chain of command enables in World War I think that passage really highlights when Krasinski's talking about like nowhere else can you do this and everybody's able to push someone under the thumb. They're all incentivized to best do that. It's a whole chain of pushing people to the brink of insanity. Who saved me? Is that the shop guy? All right. Cigarettes. Save spot. Gun parts. All right, let's see what we can afford. Oh, I'm dying. I don't really have anything to sell. I'm also stacked on shovels. But yeah, the way the chain of command's able to just press orders, especially, this is something Paths of Glory really highlighted for me this time, the distance. These people are communicating maybe through like wired phone lines up and down the battlefield, but like commanding officers after a point are just not present on the field. And technology is not fast enough as to permit like instant call back and forth, so there's delays. It's a logistical nightmare. Actually, I don't need you. I do want that rifle. Let's see if I can find health before I get killed by poison. I guess I'll save. So I don't have to redo the dream again. I don't know, how damned have I consigned myself to be? What's over here? What am I doing? Why can I come over here? I don't feel like there's anything productive. Am I like, yeah, I'm at like a dead end. Oh, is there a door here? Maybe I have to come around the other side of the fence. And this is a later loop back type deal. All right, I really gotta do something about my plague. My plague meats. The body is falling apart. Yeah, trenches still use carrier pigeons and the wire was brittle. That's so for those who aren't familiar with Paths of Glory, it is about, I do not have alcohol, damn it. I don't have anything, man. Yeah, see, we're getting hit by our own shit. That's a big part of Paths of Glory. So Paths of Glory is about Colonel Drax, or Captain Drax, I forget. Kirk Douglas plays Captain Drax. He plays Drax. Drax's commanding officer wants him to do an impossible charge up the anthill. His men don't want to do it. Because his men don't want to do it, Drax's commanding officer orders another battalion to fire upon Drax's men as punishment. To fire on your own men. The dude really wants a promotion, so he's really mad the dudes aren't doing this. It's the maximally absurd thing. Nope, I don't think I need the best viewers from adshine.online 1 party criterion 1. Jaws already here. Not my problem, pal. I'm just doing what this machine wants me to do. Okay, I can use this. Although I'm still fucking rat poisoned. Never found out what that like 49 was for, huh? Okay, yeah, clearly I do the locked combo and it takes me back that way. Let's see if I can find some better healing items for these guys. So anyways, because of all of this, Drax has to pick out, or Drax has to, not Drax. Men from like 5 men from Drax's battalion are going to be tried for cowardice for refusing to charge the hill as a symbolic gesture to instill discipline back in the army. They're like, hey, you guys were cowards. We're going to try you for cowardice. You will be killed by firing squad. Drax is going to defend them in court. And a huge climax of the movie is kind of like a huge, like, you know, the big centerpiece of the movie is this court scene in which Drax has to fight for his men and point out the absurdities of the system. He loses. And this is Kubrick's second movie, third movie if you count Fear and Desire, I believe. It was like Fear and Desire, Killer's Kiss, The Killing, and then this, I believe. But instantly left its mark because they lose the case. They're executed by firing squad. It's a downer of an ending. Fear and Desire job for the longest time was hard to find. I know Criterion did like a restoration and a release of it. I believe it's like a bonus item, or it might have its own disc. But The Killing, if you have The Killing, the Criterion copy of The Killing, it does have a copy of Killer's Kiss on it, if I recall correctly, because I believe that's how I saw Killer's Kiss, which is pretty fun. Surprisingly pulpy, but it was like definitely an exercise where Kubrick was just like, oh yeah, I want like a plot, like a yarn. All right, where am I trying to go? I'm trying to go either to the south or to the west. I can't find the west exit. Oh? I did find gun parts, that's good. Do I have to push that box? It looks like I have to push it from the other side. Maybe I come around to the west exit. So let's stop messing with the dirty water and just go south. See how much this game's also not combat? Like, just exploring and like soaking in the mood is a nice feel. This is why it feels more like a Castlevania 2 or a Metroid slash, not really Super Metroid or Metroid. Those are a bit bigger in scale, but there's a certain like narrow but wide exploratory pattern to this game, and it very much feels in line with Castlevania, especially because there's more of like a repetitive combat loop, unlike Resident Evil, which is definitely much scarcer and slimmer. Pretty embers. The burnt forest. Was just wondering how you walking would compare to the reality at the time. Assume it would be crowded if it wasn't totally empty. Yeah, very crowded. Oh, let me push this. Also, there's something there. Oh, another case of needing to go around, it looks like. Loops on loops on loops. I need like an actual crowbar or something. That's the second set of boards I found like that. What do we got here? Well, I'm getting some good gun parts from all this exploring. There's a dead horse. And another. Missing water pump handle. All right. Surely there's some sort of secret to the combination lock I've either found and not thought of, or is around here somewhere. Oh. Nice. Looks like I can go that way or that way. Actually, I'm gonna check the sides, 'cause graphic. I do love, too, how much there's a clear sense of ecological horror going on in All Quiet on the Western Front, too. Just recognizing the charred landscape and just how inhuman what they're doing is. Again, World War II's trick is it starts decorating that stuff up in formalities and suits, and like it realizes what the new century is going to require out of warfare, which is decorum. Technology's growing. We have to present ourselves for TV. For radio, for film. Lockpick needed. Looks like a gas mask. Another pump handle needed. All right. The road. This seems like an area that's going to grow. Also, look how square it is. That is so NES in design. Yeah, just bodies laying out here. Oh. I don't even have a pistol on me. How do I get over there? Cigarettes in the oven, a perfect hiding space. Okay. I need the plank remover item. Until then, I can't go down that way. Let's go to the left. Always go to the left. Also, for the novel to say not just, oh, the uniform makes him do it, but then go down into a theory of power as to why the uniform makes him do it. Just brilliant shit. Impossible to read this gravestone, eh? Right. I'm looking for a code. I am searching for a code. Oh? I think that's 4 gun parts. That should definitely get me something, right? Yeah. Yep, need them boards. The roadmap, yes. Let's see what we got. Ooh, this is a big old chunky area. I love it. See, the way it's segmented into levels is the same way like Castlevania 2 is more segmented into zones as you go east-west. I suppose Resident Evil 2 Classic is kind of like that as well, where you're going through a chunk and then a chunk and then a chunk, and it's more of a chain shape than a Rubik's Cube. Okay, so I really need to figure out the boarded door situation, the water situation, but I haven't gone south at all. There's still plenty to explore there. Now, the next movie I want to watch is All Quiet on the Western Front. There are several adaptations. I don't know if I'm going to be done with the novel in time. I'm going to definitely knock out way more of it this week, but I have prepped for us, just in case, Jinro, the Wolf Brigade, which after next week I will definitely be done with the book, considering the clip it moves at. Jinro, the Wolf Brigade is an alternate history story as well. I believe, I don't remember the specifics, I believe it's if Japan won World War II and just kept on going as a fascist state. There's a bit of like a techno-revolution, there's a military police state running parallel to like a cop state. There's tensions arising within. It's a whole like, you know, we won the war, but did we really win anything, at what cost, etc. That's really reductionist of it, but that's the setting, that's not the plot. The plot's actually about a dude who works for this paramilitary force who witnesses a protester doing a suicide bomb and kind of just, it triggers with him just like, why would somebody do that? Why would somebody like commit their life to doing an act like that, or like, you know, throw their life at an act like that? And he kind of has like an existential crisis, and it's about exploring that and how that impulse is channeled through a fascist society. Written by Mamoru Oshii, but I don't believe directed by Mamoru Oshii, the Ghost in the Shell director. And it came out in like 1999, I want to say. It's one of the, it's like peak hand-drawn media. Really well-drawn, cyberpunk, adult-oriented anime thing. Jinro, the Wolf Brigade. Yeah, Joe, I also learned from this book that you need to boil horse in a bit of water before putting it in a pan so that it doesn't dry out. Nifty tricks for your battlefield experience. Alright, Elman. Also how they developed a historical theory about what causes a person to become that way. Something in the uniform working on some part of man that's more beastly in origin. Yeah. Oh, you'll let me see for myself, eh? Alright, I actually kind of want to go explore over this way first. Do I have my mask? I don't have it equipped. Right, because I'd have my eye goggles doing a thing. Actually, I don't think I can get over that way, can I? Nope. Fine, let's go west. Young man, find your destiny. Ooh. Well, there's gun parts and stuff I want. One disaster after another. What? Alright, gas mask on. Surely there's something to collect in here, right? Cool. The Fort St. Michael map taken. Hell yeah, a dungeon within a dungeon. That's another thing. The way Castlevania 2 is a Metroid map, but then you get to each of the Dracula castles and they're like a dungeon within a dungeon. So it looks like there's a fire up ahead I can't pass. Yep, it's just straight up telling me that. Alright. It looks like there's maybe a room. I wonder if it's a save room. No, it's a little downstairs ladder. I won't fuck with that for now. Not tonight. I don't mean like tonight, I just mean in that immediate moment. I'm being quick, gang. Chemical fluid. If I combine you with the bandage. That's different than alcohol, which is what I needed to... Yes. I just know I needed alcohol for that one guy who was hurt, but also it may be too late now. So got a lot of gun parts. I like that. We're going to actually use the pistol, I think. I have put some upgrades into it, and I have a lot of bullets for it. Should I take a shovel? There's an unacknowledged in Christian infernalism, the idea that the big man will get the bad guys in the end scratches just as much of an itch as if the big man forgives everyone in the end. Just different itches, yeah. If I can't improve my space, well, God's gonna punish those I hate at least. Alright, I don't really have any healing items. More pistol rounds, vindicated my choice. Don't mind him, he's just pretending to be mad. There's a wonderful scene in Paths of Glory, just acknowledging there's a dude shell-shocked, and his commanding officer's pretending that he's just fine. It's great to see that in a black and white 1950s movie, to understand boomers definitely should not get away scot-free being like, oh, for their time they didn't know what was going on. Like, just bridging the historical mythology of pretending men were tougher back in the day, you know? Let's just admit vulnerability, feelings, these are things people's haves. People's haves. I'm gonna take the lighter and some fuel just because I haven't really been utilizing that function. Maybe a grenade for safekeeping. People's is people's, as they say. Yes, correct, Elman. I'm still debating if I should just sell the gemstone. I can't assign, apparently. Okay, all right, let's go down that ladder. Have yet to find like a plank remover or code. Bloodstained memo. Surely the day that God has given has better uses than to kill. 9096. Okay. 9096. I'm going to punch that into the chat right now. 9096. Remember, gang, 9096. Hell yeah. More gun parts. Ornate gemstones. Should I sell the gemstones? I already sold one of them, or two of them actually. Anyways, let's get back to 9096 and there's a fire I'm not even gonna fuck with. We're just gonna walk away from that. Anything I can do with the car? Nope. What up, AR Berlin? I just got a code to a door. Yeah. I think it's, yeah, combination lock over here. That'll get us to stable access. We'll see from there where things go. Been talking All Quiet on the Western Front. Been talking Kubrick's Paths of Glory. Gave a little pitch preview of Jinro, the Wolf Brigade. Looking forward to the Summer Scramble, which is going to happen once we're done here with our World War I and II gaming. I will continue playing Medal of Honor Allied Assault. It's going to be part of the Summer Scramble. On the off days when I'm not doing the main stuff. It's very engaging, AR Berlin. I've really come to terms with some of the stuff I was confused about, but now I'm finding the integral confusion very cool. Very representative of like the fog of war concept. It's Dark Souls and Resident Evil mechanically, and there's a bit of like some come and see to it thematically that I really like. Also, just, I once again must tell people, if you have not read All Quiet on the Western Front, you should read it. It's real good. Goes down smooth, hits real hard. Every chapter has had one line where I'm like, damn, that's fire. Like AR Berlin, this whole segment I've been exploring this session, I've had like no combat besides a few rats. And it does not feel like out of character or badly considered as far as like a change of pace goes. There's been a great mix of combat and exploration. The combat aspects do not feel like a forced video gamification of war. They feel like consequential, like narrative moments. Like, it's not afraid to let you wonder without fighting because it has so much other stuff it's strong with. Instant hellfire gratification. I'm gonna upgrade some shit. Also, I'm just now considering, do save rooms always have blue doors? Have I not picked up on that? I'm gonna put away the gas mask. And these guys for now. Okay, so I'm gonna go with I'm going with onyx gemstone sails. I need the cigarettes. Do I want to upgrade other stuff? No, let's see what we can do. We're letting it ride. Okay, more gun parts, larger bag, ammo pouch. Ammo pouch is tempting me. Ooh, a Luger's tempting me too. Does it still use pistol ammo? Okay, I want alcohol for that guy. More health, yes. Ooh, that's tempting. There's some good items popping up here, but also, do I want the Luger? Do I want the ammo pouch? I'm pretty low on ammo right now. I think we'll take the... no, the gun parts feel like they might be a waste. Well, if I take the Luger and then use my existing gun parts to upgrade the Luger, I think I'm going to do that. If I sell my pistol, do I lose the ammo in my pistol? Prosperity theology, how do they preach about hell? You know what? I need to further investigate that. Let's see something. Buy more gun parts. Wait, 0? That's cool, but also I don't want it. I'm gonna upgrade the torch kit. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so my pistol lost its 11 bullets, but the Luger has 14 now, so I'm happy with that. Oh, they sell for exactly what they buy for. Okay. That's fair. I like that. He's not a capitalist. He's not trying to have a profit margin. He's just keeping things liquid. Fascinating. The newer Resident Evils do that too. It's a very good consideration because the whole like punishment it disincentivizes experimentation. This keeps it loose. This keeps the player like experimenting because they're not afraid of losing. Great considerations of economy in gaming. Damn, I want to save up for that artillery shell. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna save my cigarettes. What do you guys say? Oh, I need to get the trench torch out. Okay, let's reorganize our shit. Alcohol's for later, morphine's for later. I'm just not gonna lighter it up for now, but let's get our boy and our battery for our boy. Cool. And maybe I don't need the battery for our boy since I just upgraded our boy. Very Death Stranding with my loadout system here, but I think I just like games that permit that. Alright, let's take that alcohol to that guy and use the 9096 code finally. Or should I go to the settlement? I want to run back because... Yeah, let's do the run back. Just run north. Just run north, young man. The other way. It gives me a chance to see if they've repopulated the field with like any kind of enemies I need to worry about. But also, I fight those enemies, and if I get harmed, I'll be able to use the morphine, which gives me more health, right? Yeah. Permanent health upgrade next heal, so I better make it worth it. What a terrible night to have a curse. Something I really enjoy about the graphical style is how much it lends to the obfuscation of, are the enemies like human, or are they also mad, or in some way zombie-like? Again, because you're playing a video game, there's a want to interpret them as like infected, or mad, or crazy, or not, you know, just other human animals that have made the decision to harm you. You want there to be something supernatural or like artificial behind it. I mean, it's all artificial, it's a game, but you know what I'm saying. The narrative trick of like wanting to be the good guys at play. Which I think, even if it's not like a super scary, scarcity-based resource thing, does still make it a work of horror in a very effective manner. Let's see what we find over here. Buddy, I have your alcohol. All right, 9096, let's do it. It is my problem to solve, is the thing. All right, what was it? 9096? Yep, 9096. Better lights. Hell yeah. Take an old axe. Take some more gun parts. Animal carcasses. Ooh, the beast is hungry. This is the sort of foreign caricature scapegoating stuff that gets you orcs. One of the things you can criticize Lord of the Rings for is the Orientalist leaning in some of the characterization of orcs. Especially when you consider the kind of propaganda and imperial slant of the time. Chemical fluid. Cigarettes. Cigarettes. Oh, he's just out of it forever, eh? Anything I want to put away. The doughboy's infected with capitalist personal finance goals. I want to save up for that artillery shell. Yeah, it's happening. I need to participate in the war economy. Listen to this Prussia apologist. Sorry, you're right. They all look like baboons. Hashtag not all Prussians. Okay, so I come this way. Let's see what's in the shed. There's no getting through this way. Okay, well, I opened up the shortcut. Is there a side door I don't know about? Can I hack open this one, or is it another case of like you need the... Hell yeah. Oh, I should get a gas mask, huh? I'm gonna get a gas mask. Mustard gas, that was a huge invention and utilized weapon at the time too. Shell shock and mustard gas. Terrifying what can happen to you on that gas, as told to us by Paul while avoiding such in the front lines laying that wire. Oh my. Looks like I go through over here. Oh, this is very claustrophobic. I enjoy it a lot. The horseshoe key. Got the horseshoe key. Horsey key. Oh my god. The poor animals. What a stable of terrors. All right. I was about to say, it looks like, oh, dude. You're not going to survive, my man. Yeah, I've seen more NPCs in this game than enemies in this specific area, and I like that. I like that they're confident enough to run with that. Not every board needs to be a Space Invaders set, you know? I have no idea where this horseshoe key is to be employed. Is it the front? The front of the barn, maybe? Dang, where do I employ that key? Simple lock. Wood boards. Maybe I should go to the settlement now. Oh, what's this trench access over here? Is there a ladder I missed? Let's go see. Lucky for me, I opened up the shortcut. Haha. A.R. Berlin, Fritz harbored the stuff and wait for, or at least in prison, killing thousands. He had a party in Berlin and his wife somehow died. Then he went to the Eastern Front. The story fascinated me for a while. Damn. Oh, I just completely missed this. Rifle and pistol rounds. Nice. No, but that's nice to know. Nice, nice. Nice, nice. What's that trench access? I want trench access. How do I get trench access? Is it in here? Do I need the truck to move? All right, we're going back to the fort. I don't think there's anything in the fort I needed because I can't put out the fire for now, but I have not explored the area past the safe room down here. Maybe I use the horse key there. I think we're gonna hit that save room and then it's getting about time for a battery swap. I see the red flashing. If I happen to go out, that's what that is, gang. You will see me hit the save spot and then we will go to break time. But it seems like I made it relatively safely. All right, let's do a little inventory management. Let's do a save. We'll do the rest after that. Let's inventory management first. I don't like doing that after a save. I like being prepared to go from the loadout. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. Good to know it's there though. Don't need you right now either. I'll keep the gas mask and the gun though. No real key items in inventory, right? Nope, just a lot of fuel. I will be forever saying, but never acting on, I need to use my lighter more. Also, I have grenades and a Molotov, so good stuff all around. How many gun parts do I have? Can I get anything? I hold 1. Should really take advantage of being able to buy the crafting items and craft more things. I'm going to take the small key. Good to have in case I encounter another thing. Yeah, now I need 2 for anything effective. All right. Yeah, I have a key heavy inventory. Let's save. Sorry, it always happens too fast. I'm always paranoid it's going too fast. All right, gang, stand up, stretch, be kind to your skeleton, smoke 'em if you got 'em, rehydrate yourself. We're going on break. It is, what, 9:05? I'll be back within the next 11 or so minutes. See you then. And back we are. Welcome back to Technopoverty as we play Conscript and talk about Erich Maria Remarque's All Quiet on the Western Front. Also a bit of Paths of Glory, Come and See. A whole slew of things we've been reading this spring as part of the Toy Soldiers of Spring segment. Thinking back to how we kicked it off with Metal Gear Solid 2 and some Fredric Jameson. Some Jean Baudrillard. And just the black pilling experience I've almost completely memory hold of reading the FORT BRAGG CARTEL, a very scary book. And what do you know, here's where you use the small key. 10 shotgun shells, nice. Of course, I'm not using the shotgun right now. Let's put these away. We're gonna bank them. Save them for a rainy day. Good to know I have a growing pool of ammo for my secondary weapons. I almost don't want to kill more people because it's actually not that hard. Although it's almost preferable to melee them just because shooting is so inaccurate. I like how shooting's inaccurate. That feels reflective of the technology at the time. Reloading is still clunky. A lot of the time you're beating a dude with a shovel in a trench here. It's not glorious or glamorous, but it feels the most reasonable, and saying that feels insane, and that feels like part of the madness and fun of the horror evoked here. Got my cigarettes. Because if it was more of like a win the war through the objectives you accomplish thing and not a just survive your ass thing, it might lean into, I don't know if racist is the right word for the kind of caricature I'm thinking of, but a reductionist, like us versus them mentality of like what World War I was. And it's very, I think it's easier to not do that with World War I. Like the whole reason World War I as like a narrative device or like a cultural, like conversational device works is because it's so clearly a war loaded with death without point. What do we got? What do we got here? I've been leaving the lamp on while I'm outside. That's not smart. You know. Is that for the water pump? Multi-purpose military grade entrenching tool can be used for paying off wooden boards and clear. Yes! Okay, cool. Can remove wood boards. We're getting somewhere, folks. I'm going to definitely repair my armor, probably. Don't know where the horseshoe key is to be used, but we got the trench tool. We can pull up the boards. I'm liking this. I'm liking the pure puzzle brain this area has been satiating. Last session ended with like a huge combat check. Oh, something's blocking the door from the other side. What-oh? How do I, How do we resolve the thing blocking the door? Do I just have to give it time? Do I have to wait? All right, we got bad guys now. Oh, damn, yeah, shelled. There's the transport truck. All right, where's the first boards instance? Over here? Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. That's a lot of men. Lot of men. 1917. All right. I'm just gonna bank the repair kit for now. I'm tempted to use it on the body armor, but I'm also not using the body armor right now. But you know what? Only half A. The body armor was very useful though. I'm gonna bank it. That's another rainy day item. We're gonna keep running. We're gonna break some boards is what we're gonna do. Maybe I'll take a shotgun because the shotgun's good with its spread. Can I do anything with my shotgun with the parts I have currently? I only have one. Need 3 for its capacity. Can I buy anything? Okay. All right. Let's go remove some planks. Let's see if I regret not saving. Okay, let's test some stuff out here. not sure if I like how many bullets that cost me. I don't know, gang. I didn't know those were enemies. For a moment, I thought maybe I could talk to them. Wow, aggressive much? Get away from there. Heading up one more. Got it. This might be me being too Resident Evil brained, in which I don't want to waste too much ammo on zombies. This is my dude, right? Yeah. Alright, well, there's some planks over here and some things to break. Let's do it. Some cigarettes. Gun parts. Now I like have to go that way, which cool. Secret under here. Ooh. Damn. But I want to look at this photograph. All right, well, let's go blow some dudes up, I guess, and then I'll come back for the photograph. Or use the morphine, whichever comes first. I'm gonna need to free up space though, because I can't pick up anything in this state. Support request, June 2nd, 1916. Night fell and we were unprepared. Fort Vaux has fallen. Fort Seville will likely fall in coming weeks. Our men who went to Fort Vaux are now likely stuck there without supplies. Those who were severely maimed or rendered unfit to fight have been transported back to Fort St. Michael. We were gravely injured. Casualties are high, morale is low. I'm requesting backup and immediate artillery support. Urgent, our boys are stuck in Fort St. Michael. Artillery strikes at the entrance ablaze. Nobody can get in or out. We need new fire extinguishers, we can get them. The convoy carrying our last supplies stayed east of the fort. There may be some extinguishers left in the truck, but the last group of men sent to get them never returned. Artillery's been harsh this week. Gonna probably find some fire extinguishers over here then. Somewhere. Somewhere. I'm in this riverbed. I need to get rid of some inventory though, is my issue. Yeah, see, there's an extinguisher right there, so probably, just maybe, I go through here. Fight some dudes. Another pickaxe. Some bullets. No? Weak. Okay. Let's go get that photograph. My work here is done. But I do have to keep trudging forward because I don't think I can climb back up to the bit I jumped down. Oh, I can? Young woman behind her eyes looks beat intense sadness. There's German written on the back that you don't understand. Okay. Do I want to go for the extinguisher, or do I want to go find a save box? I'm too far from any save box. Let's keep going. Maybe I'll get damaged and need to use the morphine, and that'll free some space up and give me more health. Oh shit. They gave me a shotgun. Remember, kids, if they give you the shotgun, it's the law. So much ammo. No? Okay. There's some rifle rounds and a pickaxe in here I have yet to grab. It's the first time I did a backwards walk like that. Good to know. Good to know. Cool. Where do I use the horsey key? More rifle rounds. They really keep feeding me here. Oh, it's okay. It is okay. I'm going to need that bandage soon enough. Wow, okay. Let's keep this going. If I lose enough shotgun rounds, I get to space. Oh, I can combine it with stuff already, eh? Good to know, good to know. Damn, do I come back for rifle rounds? Do I come back for another pickaxe? Gunpowder, so much good stuff, I'm just not... Please send another guy after me, game. It would make things much clearer. Get to waste all my shotgun ammo. Especially as I'm just getting non-stop pistol ammo. I'm gonna need to do something about all this pistol ammo. Ooh, what's that little thing over there? Wow, okay. Is this one of those ones I opened up a shortcut for? Yes, it is. And there's gun parts. I have enough to upgrade the shoddy. Yeah, let's get back over there though. God, this score is so good. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, just note to self, there's a lot down in them mines. There's a lot of ammo for the rifle and other stuff in them there mines. Same over here. I need more inventory space, folks. Wait, what? Just go up? Oh, buddy. I'm gonna shotgun you. What do I do, gang? What do I do? Really need to figure out what I'm doing with this photograph as well. All right, we'll have to do a whole run back at this area basically, but Let's keep removing planks. I'll just note to run through here skinny in a moment to get the handle. Meanwhile, let's go. Oh. Just gonna mark it down. There's a lot of treasure over there. I didn't even go explore the wasteland. I don't think I can yet. That one seemed boxed in. But I got the water pump now. That might help. There was a second water pump. Where? Oh, yeah, okay. It's both to the south. For now, we're going to run up north to the save room. I need to save, and I need to offload some inventory. Kind of hoping there's dudes around to shoot on the way. TBH. The hurry up and wait of this all is getting to me. Again, things are all quiet on the Western Front. It's uneasy. What's in here? Let's see. More gun parts. More cigarettes. Aw, crystal to sell. Damn. More shotgun cells. Okay. I'll be back for the crystal. Save room's right there. There's an inventory box. We're good. Haven't been using the gas mask. I'm a little scared. Honestly, let's leave the pistol behind for now. Maybe we leave the water pump behind for a moment as well. Well, I haven't even picked up the water pump now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Cool. And we have 3 slots open. Let's go get that crystal and sell it. Just real quick. Just flip it. Just flip it. The industry of battle. And then perhaps I go collect all those rifle rounds. All right, let's make the sale. What are you buying, stranger? You can sell the photograph. It's for 1 cigarette. Nah. Ooh. Ooh, I can buy 3 more gun parts. I want to keep upgrading my guns, honestly. Let's do that. What does that say about me? That my mode of development in this game is maximize harm capacity. Crystal flip. Crystal flip. All right. God, I even forget what the gunpowder uses are for. Let's do some chemistry. Pistol rounds for chemical fluid. Gunpowder A to create gunpowder B. Gunpowder B to create gunpowder C. Chemical fluid create rifle rounds. Let's put you away. Let's mix 2 Bs. Or well, let's mix 2 A's to get a B and then mix the 2 Bs. All right, and then C, chemical fluid to make shotgun shells, which is what I want because I'm investing in this shotgun quite a bit. I don't need more pistol rounds, so I can put you back. We're doing science, fellas. And the science pays off. Okay. Horsey key. Trench tool. Shotgun. Shotgun shells. 1 pickaxe. I'm really curious what this photograph's for, if anything useful. Let's save. Let us save. I still haven't used the morphine. That's cool. All right, do I need to, should I go back into the treasure trench yet? Or should I find a lockpick? In Game Plus mode, you can upgrade weapons for infinite ammo. Yeah, that's cool, Ja. So I may spill a new Game Plus over into the Summer Scramble as well. We will see. I have some definite games I want to play for the Summer Scramble, and then I have some kind of superfluous ideas for things that are a bit different than the regular programming. When Jacob comes back on, I have some ideas for handing him the wheel. Since we're going to be tackling short fiction, it may be a good opportunity to read some shorts in full on the stream while letting Jacob do stuff. Also, then I can start shotgunning shorts faster and faster. We all benefit, you see. Okay, one more south. I'm gonna have to circle around for the water wheel anyways, since I left that hanging down there. But perhaps I can get rid of the boards everywhere. That took a lot. It's okay, I'm kind of willing to let the pickaxe go. Especially knowing there's one down in that trench area. Well, what do you know? Ooh. It's time. Satirical coin? Sure. A coin depicting a skeleton using a water pump. Engraving on the back reads, Verdun, the world blood pump. As no apparent use to you, although maybe of use to someone else. Oh man, very reminiscent of the photograph. What are these optional items? More cigarettes. Oh yeah, looks like there's something secret around here. All the way at the end? Do I come up from behind? Yeah, that's appropriate. We'll be back. Is that the last barricade over there? I'm gonna use it, and if it's the last barricade, I'll leave a little marker, because then I'll run back to the water pump and do the water pump stuff. I do wonder on a replay too how much I would speed run through this, or how compressible this is, because it does strike me in the same way a lot of good Metroidvanias do, as being super speed runnable. Kind of curious if it's been done at GDQ at all. Alright, let's get in there. Come on. This guy is very healthy. All right, some boards still exist then. Did I even try going to the wasteland? Take some fabric. Cool. Just as I wanted. Getting that down. Just handling people, you know? What is this? Oh, shit. Damn, okay. Here I was thinking I had some tactics down, and the game was throwing me a completely different bone that I failed to see. Inventory full. I shouldn't have picked up those rifle rounds, but you know what? It's time for some run back, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of pistol rounds laying around out here. I'll worry about that when I get back. For now, let's go do the water stuff. That seems crucial. Also, my inventory's full again. Listen up, liberal. My inventory's full. A bit of comedy, yes. Just a bit. Oh, there's 3 water spots. Will I get through this zone tonight? Let's see. I did end chapter 2 right at the start of this session, unbeknownst to myself. There's a water pump. All right, back into Inventory Manager Pro mode. Don't need you, don't need you. I'm gonna pocket you for now, pocket you for now. Even gonna pocket the small key and the axe. I don't need that axe for now. I'll take this one instead. Maybe it'll be sharper. Two gun parts, 29 cigarettes. All right, let's get back out into that world. So what I want to do then is, oh shit, there's a whole thing over here I never really looked into, huh? I should investigate that. I should investigate this whole wasteland area. No, I should solve what's on the map first, which is the water and all that extra treasure over here. And then there's extra bullets and stuff over there as well, so. Let's get our key items. Let's get the known key items in line so I'm not so, like, out of focus with what I'm doing. Can I even go to this side of the map? No. Oh. Still got it? Okay. I was like, maybe that'll get me, like, done with the trench tool in total. Because I'm hoping it's like the keys, where once I get all the doors that required it, they're like, you can throw this away. And then that frees up more space for me. Me saying, let's do the known key items, goes immediately for an unknown area. Yes. Alcohol is beneficial, though. Let's see if the axe is any good. Alright, that's a good few hits. I'm hoping. More alcohol, yes. Love it. Alcohol and cigarettes down here, it's the best. Yeah, that's right. I had no clue what was up with that cellar. Ooh, okay. All right, 1 of 3. Cool, cleared up a horseshoe key space. Does a small key work on one of them? Or do I need a skull key and a rooster key? I probably need a skull key and a rooster key. All right, a sense of objective emerges. All right, let's go back up to the riverbed. Also, two bottles of alcohol, good for blending with stuff. So freed up a spot thanks to the horsey key. End of the road. I don't really need to do anything there yet. Right. Weapons, we'll save those. We will save those weapons, but I don't mind accidentally making them. See if a small key works on that door in a moment. If not, I'm sure there's a drawer around. Is the satirical coin worth anything to this guy? Yes, quite a lot actually. More gun parts for the shotgun. Am I over-investing in gun parts? Increases the effectiveness of the combat roll, right? Oh, I have to hold it in my inventory though. I don't like that. Cool. I'm not going to use the small key on the little lock yet, just because... Oh, maybe that locked door will have it. All right, let's go back through the riverbed one last time to collect all that ammo. That's right. Oh God, dude, shut up. Shouldn't have charged me. War is tragedy, etc., etc. Do not get between me and the mission. is what I'm learning. The glory of completing tasks, no matter the cost. Wow. What a correct opinion. That is exactly what this game's telling me about war. It is fun and cool, and you just gotta shoot things that come your way. I suppose I'll get to that fire extinguisher after unlocking that door with the 3 keys. Let's see if the water pump puzzle stuff just like immediately fixes everything. All right, we're licking corners. We're licking corners. We're grabbing, there's a lot of rifle ammo in this area from what I recall. Boom. Right, I am a fool. I got mouse bit, oh well. We will figure it out as we go, gang. More rifle rounds. If I remember right, there's like bandages down here. I combine a bandage with alcohol, right? Disinfecting agent. Okay. Yeah, I just got to buy a disinfecting agent. Gunpowder A. Make more shoddy shells. Chemical fluid. Disinfectant when combined with a bandage. I will use that when the time is right. Keep this axe on hand for the next time I get assaulted by the rats, though. Everything around here is good, clear. Yep, that's where I shot that barrel. That's where I shot that barrel. All right. I can remove that pin. Area explored. Were there bullets around here I missed? Oh. Nope. Yes, they thought this or something. Yep. We're now rifle round rich. They're gonna be rats? No. Cool. Pump handle acquired. Let's pump some water, gang. Oh, damn. A full-on sapphire. Alright, so each water pump's going to give me an item. We're going to once again have to drop off a bunch of stuff at the save state guy. Save state. The merchant guy who hangs out at the box. Our old friend the shop man. I have no gun parts and 12 cigarettes, so I have no business talking about anything. I'm just going to go manage my inventory. With humility and tact. Don't need the rifle ammo, don't need the axe, don't need the gunpowder. Let's sell this sapphire. What are you selling? Nice. All right, let's keep pumping water. Next up is 2 south of here. All right, next water pump is to the left, to the left, to the right of me. Oh boy, get out of my way, buddy. Dang, I've had that on. My bad. Nice. Let's go over here, pick that lock, and pump that one. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I only have 7 shotgun shells. Let's be judicious in our ammo usage. All right, let's pump the water. Poor lost soul. A rock, eh? I need to clean it. Oh, I need my gas mask, don't I? I'll come back with the gas mask in tow. Figure out some way of cleaning the rock. Reminder to go back to the hunting cabin. Yeah, let's get down there and pump out that water, I guess, right by the save point over there. I don't see any other on the map. Down south we go. Kind of equidistant between two save points. There's that guy I beat to death, forever haunting me on the battlefield. The backtracking over boxes of the map is striking me as very Metal Gear as well. I came here for my gas mask. And a new torch battery. I'm gonna put away the dirty rock. All right, let's combine you with you. Let's equip you and also move you. Remove you for now. All right, let's get back out to that gas hut. Also, I completely walked by the pump to use, huh? What the fuck? Wait, why is, what? Why did I never notice that before? What the fuck was that? Another sapphire. All right, maybe the water pump is used over here somewhere and I just haven't gotten to it yet. Same with the wood boards. All right, let's use the gas mask to go back over here, and then I guess I'll go explore the swamp area. The last unexplored place. Combing this whole road over. Can I not access the exit on this side? Nope, I cannot. All right. One more up, one more over. Let's see what awaits us in the shack. I was also like, weren't there pistol rounds I failed to grab somewhere? And I just remembered those were up in the swamp. The sickle key, nice. Another torch battery, nice. Cool, 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 cool. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, baby, all right. Inventory too full for those shotgun shells. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Crates filled with art supplies, eh? Okay, I need to come back for those shotgun shells. I need to sell this sapphire. I should have sold the sapphire earlier. Oh shit. Thank you for your cigarettes. Can I combine shotgun shells if I just grab them and load them into the gun? No? Okay then. Damn. Gotta say, I like the spread of the traditional shotgun more than the double barrel hunting shotgun. It seems kind of thinner, weaker. Go one more south, I think. Right? Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. One more key and we unlock whatever's behind there. All right, I'm gonna do some really annoying run back, but I find it necessary. Also, just for the sake of cleaning up. There we go. The language that got me using, my God, what have I become? Clean up. All right. Will I clear the road tonight? Cormac McCarthy's most overrated novel. Oh, here's my mess. There's gonna be a lot of rats after that, isn't there? Yep, all that for that. Hell yeah. Cool, dude. See, now though, everything's pretty much licked except the swamp area. So we'll go save, we'll go do some inventory management, and then we just gotta lick this column here, and hopefully the last key's in that area. It'll get me disposing, hopefully, both the water pump and the plank remover. Really glad So far, this game doesn't seem to really feel the need to like do boss fights either. There's a confidence to that. There's a confidence to the assumptions about narrative it avoids. No boss fights, no save the war objectives. Keeps it from going into action spectacle, keeps it grounded in the horror of war. All right, let's do my favorite thing, inventory management. Also, just what is that? We love our boxes, don't we, folks? Let's see what the stats are on this boy. It's on 2.0, goes up to a 2.5. You're already at 2.5. Capacity and fire rate kind of suck, though. Okay. You're a novelty. I'm boxing you. I'm boxing you. Maybe not the gas mask. I am going to sell the sapphire, though. Larger bag would be really nice. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not sure what the artillery things were for, but I'm really tempted to. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Bag you for now. A lot of rifle ammo, that's good. Dirty rock, artillery shell, photograph. I don't know what these items are. All right, we're gonna save and we're gonna explore the last corner of the map. It is 10:26. We're gonna take a quick mini break. This is typically the end of the session, but I want to keep going with this particular location. I'm in its grips. So I'm gonna mute, we're gonna take a micro break, and then I'll be right back. See y'all soon. All right. Let's get back to the mystery of the trenches. Oh no, am I walking in underprepared? My weapons are an almost broken axe and 6 shotgun shells. Certain danger lies ahead. I kind of wonder if I show the shopkeeper that photograph, if he'll say anything before I sell it to him. Now, if I remember right, there's pistol bullets in this map. There's a few things in this map. But yeah, pistol bullets right over here. Alright, dudes I struck down. I think there's rifle belt. More pistol rounds, nice. Anything over here? No? Okay.
I do like how this area has been big and open and boxy as compared to the narrow trenches of the previous chapter. Because the gameplay has been spread over multiple nights, it's not as noticeable, but this is fundamentally a different map structure than the prior session. And that's pretty cool. I'm severely under-equipped if there's one of those big guys in here. Oh, speak of the devil. All right. He didn't see me. That's cool. Getting very lucky with that. I didn't want to risk it. Is the big guy gonna come prowling now? Is there another big guy I gotta worry about up here? Let's see. Ooh, scary. Cool. Anything on the edges out here? No? This is where the gamer in me destroys the ambiance of the moment by walking away from the ostentatious angle. But we got all the keys now. Okay. I can just take the truck back down south. I assume I'm going to use the keys to get over here, get the fire extinguisher, and then I can finally go into the fort. Let's take the transport truck if it's available. If it's available. Should I go all the way back and use the artillery shell is another question I have before doing the fort, maybe? Did I keep my gas mask? I did. Okay, cool. And because I'm paranoid, we're gonna strap up. only thing I trust on this battlefield. My guns. I'll take a pickaxe just in case. I'm about to use the key anyways. And there we go. Oh shit. Ah. First time I've died. No. Where am I going to start off at? I did save right before departing. Okay. Did that happen frequently during World War I? Boulders? Were Indiana Jones chases a huge hazard during the First World War? Oh, they're telling me to save, eh? Yeah, I still don't know what's up with down there. I'll have to go back to it. Oh my God. Very ominous. The This is clearly like the exit out of whatever that scenario is that I'm being baited into. Good thing I have a lot of pistol ammo, and it's my strong pistol. My strong fast pistol. All right, let's walk into this trap. Oh. Okay. Okay. I don't have my phone on me. Let's see if I can commit this to memory. Down 2, 3, stick back 2, down 2, 3, up, 2. Nope, damn, intense. I see why they give you the save point right there. But also there's the tempting shiny out there. God damn. Okay, I have to zig around that last part. Got it. RI pieces. I keep hitting no at the death screen because I feel if I hit yes, it's going to punch my card and give me either like a negative mark or whatever on my record, or give me like a surprise abrupt ending. Back 2. Up 1. Over here. Up here. Through this. Ow! What? Fields of Verdun. All right, let's try that again. Let's take a good hard look at the map this time. Let's not get my shit blown up. Also, where do I use the small key, gang? You know what, when it checkpointed, I don't think I cracked open the box over here. Nope. What is up with over here, though? I still need to figure that out. Okay, let's see what I messed up here. Did I just stray too close, I guess? How do I get over there? Over 2, up here, over here, up here. Okay, okay. Now I'm sure I just go up here and get the fire extinguisher, right? Yep. Cool. Don't gotta worry about the minefield. What is the... Thank you, thank you, thank you. Damn, ow. Messed myself up, but you get the theory I'm running with. No, at checkpoint when I grab the extinguisher. Let's try to... I just really want to know what's on that guy. It's gonna be something totally useless, isn't it? Let's try one more time to bait dudes into chasing me into the dead zone. Yeah, I'm through the worst part of this. Okay, so boom. Ah! Maybe not. Oops. What does Aengus do? Did I just officially sign off on my death? See, now I'm just like, oh, I load with the continue, huh? If I load my last game, oh well. Not gonna get you hung up on it. If I was doing any kind of pro run, I've fucked it by now. But I do want that shiny object. Fuck. I need to go one more over. Okay. I just really want that one corner point to get hit so I can run up and I assume get it. I'm just gonna dash for it. I know this is getting a bit repetitive, but I got the little Pavlovian itch. Cool, cool, cool. Got 3 dudes after me. Hug the wall up top. Go in, go down, go over. Cool. It's just cigarettes. I just had to go over. It's just cigarettes. I think that dude, yep, just blew a crater there. All right, problem solved. Were the smokes worth it? Maybe. What did that do? I got the extinguisher. Oh, I want to go down here one more time, see if I can figure out what's up with that weird basement chamber, and then we'll use the extinguisher for its proper purpose. Oh, I can put these shotgun shells away. I don't need them. All right, once more with feeling, we're going underground. Right here, right? Nope, one more north. Yep, the only mystery really remaining in this area. Yeah, what's this like little passage on the map to the side? Whoops. Moat access, the road. I don't think, did I go through there? Oh yeah, because it leads into the little ditch with the gun parts. All right, but how do I get around this? Oh, there we go. The mystery deepens. Maybe I used the key here. We'll see. Okay. We're like in the master room for this. What a cozy basement. Now I have like a super torch. I did that even though I could have just grabbed a shovel right here. Anything special about this location on the map? It's just a secret hideout. Okay. Maybe he sells something different here. Let's see. Yeah. Super pistol. All right, we're ready to go use the fire extinguisher now that we figured this all out. Let's do it. Not really like a conveniently located secret save room, but hey. Whoops. fort's right. Oh, one more down. Let's extinguish this flame. Really gotta figure out what I'm doing with those artillery shells, eh? Boom. That gate's probably super hot though, dude. Be very careful. Impressive. Always giving you smokes, bud. It's fine. Are we about to undergo another huge assault at the front lines? Yeah, it is a bloody mess at the front. All right, I assume one of these has to be a save room, right? Yep, there's the music. I just need to put away you and you and you. Get everything organized. Probably don't need you and you for now either. I'll take my rifle with some rifle shells just because I have a lot as well. I already did shop shit. Let's just save. Gun parts, cool. Cigarettes, more fuel, a grenade, hand cannon cartridges, eh? Torch battery, full inventory. First aid, full inventory. It's cool. More gun parts, that's 2. I don't think that's anything for my rifle though. Where we're going, I'm not gonna need torch batteries because I got like an extra 10 minutes on my lamp now. I'm gonna be risky with it. All right, what's over here? I'm gonna get some kind of important key, I imagine. He left in a hurry. Meet him in the front afterwards. All right. This might initiate another, like, trench battle sequence, which might be a good place to stop. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. End of chapter 3. Cool, cool, cool. Yes. All right, I think that's where we're gonna call it for tonight. Don't think I'm gonna be in on Tuesday. I'm gonna be very busy tomorrow, but check in on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. CST. We will continue on with Conscript, as well as All Quiet on the Western Front. If I do stream tomorrow, it will be Medal of Honor Underground, and it might be a late night session again. I know during the day I'm not going to be available during my usual 3 p.m. session. Once again, volatile scheduling, but stay tuned. And of course, this Sunday we're going to be watching Jinro. Stick around for that. Until then, y'all take care.